Welcome to the Friday stream where we try to teach y'all how to play Brawlhalla better. Today we're doing a deep dive on the Spear. So we're going to break down all the goodness that is Spear, all the things that you can learn and should learn. And with me, as always, is Suris, our Brawlhalla player in training, who's going to try to learn a thing or two about the Spear. And we'll just go through the moves. First move on Spear is this Neutralite. Comes out super quick. 6 startup frames on this Neutralite. Really useful. So like if you miss something, you can use your Neutralite to cover yourself. Like say make a bad approach and you're a little short, you can Neutralite. Hit your Sig. You can still protect yourself with a Neutralite from a wake up. So Spear Neutralite does not hit stack. That being said, it does have a lot of really cool things that you can do off of it. So we will turn on position reset. And if you hit your Spear Neutralite, you can kind of go for follow-ups, right? You got your side Sig. Say they spot dodge, you can go into a down Sig. Say they jump, you can go into your dash in down light. You can chase with that side Sig. And another thing that you can do with this Spear Neutralite, it's going to be hard to show off in this training mode, is that you can use it to guard corners. Because it's got these long active frames on it, you just put it right there, and if they're coming up over that corner, then you're going to catch them. So you're watching Boomy on the stage. There you see the Neutralite. He just sits on this corner. As Cody Travis starts getting closer, bam, hits him with another Neutralite. Sidelight. It's got this 2-hit, relatively long in terms of like kind of commitment. It's got a lot of active frames on it. Like kind of just stuck doing this. Even if you miss.
I find if I whiff this, then I get punished.
Yeah.
Very much.
The nice sign of this is that it sets up into this downlight side air, which is a very common thing that you see. It is worth pointing out that downlight side air is not true after the side light, right? So say he spot dodges, you know, he's going to spot dodge through that every single time. But because most people know that that's not true, then you have this kind of mind game that you get to do, right?
Yeah.
But that's also a really useful one because the recovery has a little bit more stun time than the side air. And it's great for setting up because if you get that recovery, then you can go for like Nair afterwards. Wow, I'm just really flubbing that one. Go for Nair afterwards, right? And keep this juggle going up top. Also, as some people in chat have pointed out, you can do Spear Nair off of the downlight, right? What's important about the Nair is that, one, it's this giant circle, right? Completely covers your character. But it's also really useful because it's got this circle hitbox. Is like if you don't know where they're gonna go, maybe you've been doing this thing where you do a dash jump stare at them repeatedly, and you just kind of keep missing each other. Just dash jump Nair will just kind of have this moving circle that'll push at them, which is really useful. It's just if you're in the air and you don't know where they're gonna be, but you know they're gonna be near you, Nair. And it'll juggle really well. Right, and just do some nonsense with that. Sair, really strong for zoning. So if they keep pushing at you in the air, you just slap them away. Also a strong approach tool just because it's got this long reach. You can set up for something that someone in chat pointed out. Is this Sair into Neutralite. This is useful at low damage. Downlight Sair, if I didn't whiff, see, will kill. Right. So.
Remember when I had to do that?
Yeah.
Not that easy, huh?
Yeah. I didn't just hit it twice in a row or anything. Next up, we've got Dare. This is that downward poke. This is kind of your best edge guard tool, right? Because of this poke. Also, really useful is you can pogo with it. Right. So if they somehow forget how to dodge, then very useful. For the most part, people will eventually get out of this. None of that is true, but still useful, right? And it also is really satisfying. Like maybe your opponent like just dropped their controller, and you just want to kind of mess with them a little bit because it comes out quick and hits stacked. If you do a jump Nair, you're above them, right? So generally, jump Dare is your strongest tool. Spear recovery. This is this giant helicopter. Important to know is with it, your hurt box is pretty close to the hitbox. That's like if you were playing against a spear, that's what you're aiming for. Is you're aiming for that dead center of the spear.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Which means that if you were using the spear, and you're trying to hit someone with a recovery, then you want to be trying to hit them with the edge of the recovery. You don't want to be like shoving yourself into them.
I didn't know that.
Instead, you want to try to be hitting them with the outside. Then I think I was getting to kill. Yeah, if you can chase dodge into it, you'll be at a higher position, so you can kill with it.
Triple knockout. Legendary.
And that's again, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna want to just go into the downlight Sayer. Right, but there are going to be those situations. It's important to know your situational options that you can go for that. It is important to know, like, here, I'm just going to tap it. It is a big commitment. Like, that is all of that is off of me. Literally just, I tapped it.
Yeah.
So it's got a long commitment into that down, that ground pound, which means it's punishable. And I think when you first started playing, we had that moment where someone was doing this to you. And basically the punish options were you can dash out of it, right? Because you have all this movement in the dash. You dash out of it, and then you go for your combo starter, right? Say they keep doing it, you dash out, go into your side light. Or because it is this, because it's just kind of that flat hitbox, it's kind of just these helicopter blades, it's pretty flat and you can spot dodge it.
Okay.
So you can, if you can time your spot dodge right, then you'll be like right in position for like a downlight, right? Because you're right inside of that, and downlight can lead into more combos.
Oh, right, because you're really close.
Yeah. So that's kind of nice about it. You'll see some spear players just do it on the edge, right? Because they're just like, I want to cover the whole wall. Again, spot dodgeable, but you'll see that happen. Somebody asked earlier about how to play against spear. So I did talk a lot about spear. One of the things that I did point out is that spear doesn't have stacked options. So, conversely, get stacked on them, right? Katars, if you can get stacked on them, are very useful against them. If you can, I think for me, when I play Axe Neutralite is basically my main focus, is trying to hit them from like, wait for them to do their Neutralite, and then I dash in Neutralite with my Axe. TLDR, Neutralite's good for spacing, has a lot of different setups that you can do off of it. Sidelight is your general string combo starter, good for approaching because you can dash into it, right, for extended range. Same thing, dash in a Neutralite versus dash in a Sidelight. Lots of range on that. Downlight, great anti-air, and also, again, leads into different strings, can lead into the recovery, can lead into the side air, can lead into the nair for juggles. Nair, this is kind of your just 360 hitbox. I don't know what to do. I'm going to just keep throwing out 360 hitboxes.
You're killing it in the TLDR.
Recovery, you can aim with the edges. KO option, ground pound, aim with the edges. That's the TLDR of Spear. Hopefully people learn things. Did you learn things?
I did.
Pick up some
I
stuff.
took some notes too.
You took some notes.